morning everyone. In our regular class, we start the S block elements. In that S block elements, we deal up to the physical property. Today, we start about the next concept, that is chemical properties of S block elements. Why we need to study the chemical properties? ಈ chemical properties of S block elements ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? It is need to study about the chemical property. Why? Because alkali metals, how they will react with the air, moisture, alcohols, acids or bases. It is need to necessary to us. That's why we have to study chemical properties. First one, all alkali metals are highly reactive. Alkali metals are highly reactive because their size and due to the low ionization enthalpy. Alkali metals have large size as well as low ionization enthalpy. Large size ಯಾಕಂತ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ? ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ when we move from lithium to cesium, atomic number goes on increases, means size of that alkali metals goes on increases. Size increase, then obviously we know that ionization enthalpy will be goes on decreases. Why ionization enthalpy goes on decreases? First one, we try to know about the defined ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy is the amount of energy required to remove the electron from the outermost orbital. outermost orbital ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅನ್ನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, that energy is called as ionization enthalpy. It is also expressed as amount of energy required to remove the electron from the outermost orbital, that is called as ionization enthalpy. As we already know that ionization enthalpy down the group goes on decreases because down the group size will be goes on increases. That's why ionization enthalpy goes on decreases. Now we study about the second point, that is reactivity of these metals increases down the group. Again same reason, reactivity increases due to the large size. Therefore first we study about first property, that is reactivity towards air. Air ಜೊತೆ ಈ alkali metals ಹೆಂಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, that is alkali metals tarnish in dry air due to the formation of their oxides. Alkali metals ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಎ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೂನ್. Take a spoon and keep it in air. That time, after some time, that spoon will changes its color by from its original color to the some brownish color. Means allenaitu that spoon changes its color, means they will tarnish in dry air. Likewise, our alkali metals from lithium to cesium also changes its color whenever we substitute these alkali metals in air. That's why we have to tell it as alkali metals tarnish in dry air. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವೆ, tarnish ಆಗಿ they will form the oxides formations will be takes place. Next one, second property. In our air is a mixture of many gases such as hydrogen, helium, neon, nitrogen. So many gases are there. It also contains some of the water droplets. That time these alkali metals react with the water, they forms the hydroxides. For example, lithium, that is first element of group 1 element, lithium, which reacts with the moisture or water droplets, which forms the lithium hydroxide. Likewise, sodium react with the water, which forms the sodium hydroxide. Likewise, next one, potassium. ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ ಟೈಮ್ನಾಗ ಸೇಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. Here only you have to remember whenever these alkali metals react with the moisture, they will form corresponding hydroxides. Next point, further we move towards these alkali metals are also burn fastly in oxygen and forms the hydroxide. ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ alkali metals oxygen ಜೊತೆ react ಆಗಿ ಅಥವಾ oxygen ಜೊತೆ burn ಆಗ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ದಾಗ they will again forms the oxide formation will be takes place. Next one, ಈಗ general reactions ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡೋಣ ನಾವು. First element, that is lithium. Lithium when reacts with the oxygen molecule, that time which will forms the corresponding oxide. That general formula, that is M2O, where M is the any alkali metal from the group 1 element. Then this oxide can also be expressed as monoxide or can also be called it as monoxide. Next, here lithium reacts with the oxygen molecule, it will form lithium oxide, that is generally called as oxide, and general representation, that is M2O, where M is the alkali metals from the group 1 elements. Here O2, two molecules of oxygen, therefore here only one molecule of oxygen is there, therefore we have to substitute here 2. Now lithium becomes 4 molecules, that's why we substitute here 4 molecules of lithium. This is about balanced chemical equation of lithium with the oxygen molecule. In second element, that is sodium, atomic number 11. When sodium reacts with the oxygen molecule, it corresponding forms the sodium oxide, that is called as peroxide anta kariteve. General formula for peroxide, that is M2O2. This is called as general formula for peroxide. Again here M is the any alkali metal. Here peroxide formula Na2O2, oxygen molecule O280, O280. We need 2 molecules of nitrogen irodrinda we have to substitute here 2. Again this is called balanced chemical equation. And third, potassium, represented by symbol called K. When potassium reacts with the oxygen, it will form the potassium oxide, and this is generally it is called as superoxide. And general representation of superoxide, that is MO2. It is the general representation of superoxide. And again here M means any alkali metals from group 1 elements, that is lithium to cesium, and francium is the radioactive element. And fourth element, that is rubidium. Rubidium when reacts with the oxygen molecule, which will form rubidium oxide, and again this is called as superoxide anta kariteve, that is represented by MO2. And cesium, same, cesium reacts with the oxygen molecule, it will form cesium oxide, again this is called as superoxide. This is about the reactivity towards air. In second ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ reactivity towards water. ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಮಾಯಿಶ್ಚರ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ they will forms the corresponding hydroxides. Here also same, moisture is nothing but small water droplets. Here we talk about the particular water. Whenever these alkali metals react with water, they will form corresponding hydroxide, formula that is OH minus. Along with that hydroxide, they will form dihydrogen, that is represented by H2. Consider any metal M represented by alkali metal from group 1 element. When these alkali metals react with the water, they will lose 1 electron. Means suppose metal which is present in +2 oxidation state and it will becomes +1. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಲೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. +2 ದಿಂದ +1 ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಬಂತು and it will form corresponding OH minus. This is called as hydroxide, and also forms the byproduct as dihydrogen, that is H2. And consider particular example. Substitute M is equal to the lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium as well as cesium. When lithium reacts with the water molecule, that time again lithium loses one electron. Lithium plus 2 becomes plus 1 and it will corresponds the corresponding hydroxide as well as dihydrogen molecule. It is also be written as lithium hydroxide. And sodium, when it reacts with the water molecule, sodium becomes means Na plus 2 becomes Na plus 1 and it will form corresponding hydroxides as well as dihydrogen. Same for potassium. When potassium react with the one molecule of water, it will lose one electron. Potassium K plus 2 becomes K plus 1. It will form corresponding hydroxide, that is OH minus as well as H2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, H2 that is two molecules of hydrogen. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ molecule of hydrogen ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we have to substitute here 2. ಈಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ hydrogen ಬಿ 2 ಆಯ್ತು, oxygen ಬಿ 2 ಆಯ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೈತಿ, hydrogen 2 ಐತಿ ಬಟ್ oxygen only one molecule ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we have to substitute again 2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಈಗ 4 molecules of hydrogen ಆಯ್ತು and 2 molecules of oxygen ಆಯ್ತು. Likewise, same procedure for all the alkali metals of group 1 elements. And rubidium, when react with the one molecule of water which loses one electron, that time rubidium plus 2 becomes plus and it will form corresponding hydroxides as well as dihydrogen. And last element, that is cesium. Whenever cesium react with the water molecule, that time cesium becomes cesium plus, along with that corresponding hydroxides as well as dihydrogen formation will be takes place. This is about the reactivity. And one thing we have to discuss in reactivity towards air means all the alkali metals we have to kept in kerosene, especially sodium metal. Why we need to kept in kerosene? ಯಾಕಿಂದ kerosene ಒಳಗೆ ಇಡಬೇಕು? Because these alkali metals highly reactive. Because these alkali metals are highly reactive in air. Air ಒಳಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ highly react ಆಗಿ they easily catches the fire. Air ಜೊತೆ highly react ಆಗಿ they easily catches the fire. And ನೀವು ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, ma'am, why we should put in the water, why we should not put in the water? ಯಾಕೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಇಡಬಾರ್ದ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಟ್ರೆ they will form the flammable hydrogen gas. In water they will form flammable hydrogen gas in the water. Water ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ ಆ alkali metals flammable hydrogen gas liberate ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ we can't be put in water molecule also. Therefore we have to put these alkali metals in kerosene. Air ಒಳಗೆ ಇಟ್ರೆ easily they catches the fire, easily burn ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ವಾಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಟ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಟ್ರೆ in water they will form flammable hydrogen gas. ವಾಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ flammable hydrogen gas ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. That's why we have to put these alkali metals in kerosene only. And this is about first as well as second. And third and bantandra reactivity towards dihydrogen. Dihydrogen ಜೊತೆ alkali metals ಯಾವ type react ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು. In dihydrogen, alkali metals react with the dihydrogen, they will form corresponding metal hydride. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ, corresponding metal hydride ನ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾವೆ. For example, consider a metal. Whenever this metal from alkali metal react with the hydrogen or dihydrogen at the temperature of 673 Kelvin, it will forms the metal hydride. This is called as metal M means substitute any metals from the alkali metals. This is called as metal hydride. Egenatati lithium is a exceptional case. Why it is exceptional case means lithium when reacts with the dihydrogen at the temperature range of 1073 Kelvin, it forms the hydride. But this lithium hydride is covalent in nature. Usually these molecules form ionic compound, but only lithium forms the covalent nature. To form the covalent compound, lithium require higher temperature. That's why lithium require 1073 Kelvin temperature. Otherwise all the alkali metals require only 673 Kelvin temperature, but lithium exceptional irodrinda it requires higher temperature, that is 1073 Kelvin. ಯಾಕೆ ಇದು ಕೋವೆಲೆಂಟ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿತು? ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಡೈಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೋವೆಲೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಸ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ lithium hydride. In hydrogen dihydrogen jothe react agite H2, but ಇಲ್ಲಿ H ಒಂದೇ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we have to put here 2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರ lithium becomes 2. Therefore we have to substitute here 2 molecules of lithium. Next, second element, that is sodium. Sodium when reacts with the dihydrogen at the temperature of 673 Kelvin, it again forms the sodium hydride. It is all from sodium to cesium, all are ionic nature. Sodium when react with the dihydrogen, it will form the sodium hydride. H2 irodrinda substitute here 2 molecules of sodium aitiga and 2 molecules of hydrogen ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ put this 2 for sodium also. Therefore this is called as balanced chemical equation. And third metal, that is sodium anantara potassium. Potassium when react with the hydrogen at the temperature range of 673 Kelvin, again it will form K plus H minus ion. This is also called as ionic compound. Substitute 2 2. And next compound, that is rubidium. When rubidium reacts with the dihydrogen, it will form at temperature range of 673 Kelvin, it will form rubidium hydride. Rubidium plus H minus. Again balance this equation. Substitute 2 for rubidium. Egenayitu 2 molecules of rubidium and 2 molecules of hydrogen ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ substitute here 2. Next, last is the cesium. Cesium when reacts with the dihydrogen at the temperature range of 673 Kelvin temperature, again it will form cesium hydride, which is also a ionic compound, cesium plus as well as H minus. Again balance this equation. Substitute 2 for cesium hydride and again 2 for cesium. This is about the sum of the chemical reactivity of S block elements. Remaining topic we shall discuss in the next class.